Welcome to my Four Job Fiesta playlist for 2023. This playlist will show all the boss fights for my 2023 run of Final Fantasy V with no commentary. However, allow me a bit of time to explain the rules that I'll be following for this run. First off, if you're not familiar with Four Job Fiesta, allow me to explain the basics. If you already know how this works, you can skip ahead to see what specific rules my run will be using. First, the jobs I'm allowed to use are unlocked each time I gain a new set of jobs from one of the crystals. I only get one random job for each crystal, so that makes a maximum of 4 jobs that I'm allowed to use throughout the game. Second, each available job that I have unlocked must be active on at least one character as much as possible. There are times where I'll have less characters than I do jobs available. In those cases, I use as many as I can. And the goal is to beat the final boss of the game, Neo X Death. There are 2 optional super bosses as well in Omega and Shinryu, but ultimately the goal is to reach the end of the game and the credits. Now that I've gone over the basics, I'll explain the specific rules I'll be following during my run. First off, normally the job you unlock from each crystal comes from the crystal in question. So your first set of jobs come from the Wind Crystal. Normally, you would get one of the jobs from the Wind Crystal, then the Water Crystal, Fire Crystal, Earth Crystal. However, in my run, I'm doing what's called a Meteor run, where any job can be unlocked at any time. That also includes Freelancer and Mime, which Freelancer is basically this character has no job, and Mime is a job that is unlocked way later in the game than any of the other crystal jobs. This means that a job can be unlocked before it's even available for me to use, and if none of my unlocked jobs are available, everyone on the team has to stay a freelancer until I reach the point where I can use at least one of my unlocked jobs. Also, I'm doing a forbidden run. Once I enter the void, I will lose access to one of my jobs and all of its unlocked skills. Meaning I'll go from 4 jobs that I'll be able to use down to 3. And I won't know what that job is until I reach that point in the game. For the version of the game that I'm playing, I'll be playing Final Fantasy V's Pixel Remaster on the Switch. There won't be any funny business. I'm going to be using normal experience gain, normal ability points, normal guild gain, all the standard default options throughout this run. And this is a charity event. The Four Job Fiesta is raising money for the Trevor Project this year. As such, I will donate a quarter for each boss fight I win. That includes any optional summons or any other optional boss fights that I choose to do. But I will also donate $1 for each boss fight I lose. If I don't complete the run, that also means I will donate $1 for each mandatory boss fight that was not completed. Now with the rules out of the way, I just want to let you know, on the right side of the screen throughout the entire playlist, you'll see a little information window. That will consistently be on screen to keep track of the jobs that I've unlocked, as well as my wins and losses against bosses throughout the run. Alright, with that out of the way, I will step aside and let the boss fights take over from here.